Good morning. I don't have to, I can't offer you an earthquake, but I thought I will share with you my experience with express shunt surgery using 5-fluorouracil. I am relatively new to the express surgery. For those of you who are here for the first time trying to learn how to implant the express shunt. I'm sure most of you are familiar with the express shunt implant, the mini glaucoma shunt. Express stands for excessive pressure regulation shunt system. This is a patient on a post-op day 1 after express shunt. As you can see, the express shunt is in a perfect position. The eye looks relatively quiet with minimal injection of the conjunctiva and a low diffuse bleb. The most common cause, as you know, of failure in glaucoma surgery is scarring of the conjunctiva and Tenon's capsule, and I think this is true for both trabeculectomy and express implant. There is increased risk of scar formation in patients with aphakia, black race, a young age, and previous conjunctival manipulation or surgery. Anti-metabolites have been introduced into glaucoma surgery quite a while ago. The anti-metabolite of my choice is 5-fluorouracil that was introduced by Chen et al. In 1984. 5-FU acts as a thymidylate synthase inhibitor. It blocks the DNA replication and fibroblast proliferation. It can be applied intraoperatively, postoperatively, or both. So I thought I'd share with you my mini study about express mini glaucoma shunt using 5-fluorouracil. So we looked at the safety and efficacy of 5-fluorouracil in express shunt surgery. This was a retrospective review of patients who underwent express shunt surgery from 2006 to 2008. Patients less than 3 months follow-up were excluded. We looked at 14 eyes of 11 patients. 12 had primary open-angle glaucoma, 1 had mixed mechanism, and 1 had a history of traumatic glaucoma. The demographics are as follows. The average age was 71. They were all African-American patients, same number of male and female. 12 patients were phakic, 2 were pseudophakic, and of note is that the 2 pseudophakic patients had extra cap about 10 years ago. The follow-up average was about 9.1 months. All eyes underwent express shunt surgery under the scleral flap. They were done by 1 surgeon. All of them had a fornix-based conjunctival incision. Prior to making the flap, the sclera was exposed to 5-FU soaked sponges for about 4 to 5 minutes. The concentration was 50 milligrams per cc. Of note is that I do not rinse the sclera after application of the 5-fluorouracil. So after the application, the scleral flap was fashioned, and the average number of postoperative 5-FU injection was about 4. Each time 0.1 cc was injected in the subconjunctival space, and the total dose each time was 5 milligrams. There are different locations to inject the 5-FU. Some surgeons prefer 180 degrees away from the bleb. Some prefer 90 degrees. I like to go pretty much close to the bleb. I use a 30 gauge needle, so the 5-FU is diffusing into the bleb area. Occasionally, there is a Seidel positive area after the injection, but that resolves after half an hour. The outcome measures that we looked at was IOP reduction, number of medications, and the complications. The mean IOP decreased from 33 to 13. and the mean number of anti-glaucoma medications decreased from 4.5 to 0.5, and they were both statistically significant. In terms of complications, there were 2 choroidal effusions that resolved spontaneously. There was one incidence of flat anterior chamber that required reformation, and 2 surgical revisions were done in the operating room, making a limbal-based flap, exposing the sclera again to 5 effuse-soaked sponges for about 5 minutes without rinsing, and identifying this previous scleral flap. The scleral flap was then lifted using an MVR blade, and the conjunctiva was then closed with an 8-0 vicryl suture in a running fashion. This is a graph showing the IOP dynamics. As you can see, there is a significant decrease of the intraocular pressure after 12 months. And there was also a significant decrease in the number of medications used. I just wanted to share with you some of the bleb morphologies that I have been seeing with express shunt using 5FU. As you can see, these 3 patients, these are representative of all 14 eyes that were done. They have a low diffuse vascular and thick bleb. There were occasionally areas of avascularity, but that was not that often. So in conclusion, even though this is a very small study, it shows that the express shunt implant with 5FU is effective and safe in African American patients who, as we know, are at high risk for failure. Thank you.